Hi guys, and a massive welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be the fourth episode on the Porsche 944. As you can see, it's not behind me right now. I'll get to that in a second. In the last episode, we managed to clean the whole thing up, polish it, and actually it looks like a pretty good car. The interior looks absolutely immaculate, but I've had a bit of a decision with the car. As you can see, it's not here with me. I'll run through everything that led up to this decision, and I hope you guys can find some sympathy with me and understand my reasoning. But yes, let's get to it. So that's the leaky brake line removed from there. Came out easier than I thought it would. It did snap on the caliper side. So here is the pipe. It goes that way around, I think. Goes that way, and then I think this sort of bends over like that. This bit's all a bit broken, but I'm pretty sure it was leaking around here. Yeah, that's where it's been leaking. Not 100% sure it's the issue with us having no brakes. I've got some brake line here. Got some fittings. Let's see if we can recreate this very unnecessary shape. Should be alright. Okay, so the bleed nipple just snapped off on me. So this just snapped off when I tried to undo it. Actually rounded off first and then, anyway, snapped off. Luckily, there's a hole in the middle and I've hammered in a little Torx bit. I can just about unscrew that. I'll have to get a new bleed nipple, but yeah. Luckily, I managed to undo that. So I've just bled the front brakes as well. I've managed to flush through 2 cups of brake fluid. This is sort of colour of it. It looks a lot better than that now, the colour of the stuff coming out. It looks almost clear. Well, it looks the same colour as the stuff going in. So I'm pretty sure all the old fluid is actually out. And there was a lot of air somehow in this brake. Well, I don't know if it's this one or if it's just in the lines. But yeah, when I bled this one, loads of air came out. So now we should have an absolutely rock solid brake pedal. If anything, it feels a bit too solid. So I think we need to take this up and down here to see what the brakes are like. I'm pretty sure they're all going to be locked. I don't think any of them are going to actually work. The fronts might do because they were free. They were rolling free when I got it. The backs were absolutely seized solid. So yeah, let's give it a little up and down and see what the brakes are like. So I did just start it up to see if it would move. It was sitting here, is now there. It got that far, I put the foot on the brakes, completely locked on. Yeah, the brakes keep seizing on. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's multiple. I think it actually could be every single one. Okay, so we're currently in park. Let's go for drive. There you go. My foot's off the brake. If you felt it lunge. I mean, it does just about move, but I'm going to break something. This, yeah, if I get out of drive, if it sort of judders back. Yeah. Damn it, what a shame. Unfortunately, with this car, I've sort of come to a bit of a realization, which I know I should have come to a long time ago, that, yeah, I could put a bit more work in, and I could get myself a driving, probably get it on the road actually. I'll do the welding, sort the brakes out, probably need to rebuild every caliper. This would actually be a running, driving car. My biggest problem is, for me to do this car, I wouldn't want an automatic. And that's, I know it's annoying, but I've put all this effort in. We're not going to scrap it. I'm not going to scrap it or anything. I will try and find someone who wants to continue this project. And if any of you guys want to continue this project, please let me know. But for me, I've sort of just come to a realization that if I keep putting all this effort in, I'm not going to actually have the car that I want at the end of the day. Whereas this car is actually a car that I really want to keep, and I really want it to be nice. That's why the videos are taking a while on this one, because I want this car to be a really nice car at the end of it, because it is something that I want to keep. Unfortunately, if this was a manual and it was the S2 with the bigger engine in it, I would be throwing every penny I've got at this to make it what I want it to be. Unfortunately, being automatic, it's not what I want, but it has confirmed one thing for me. This oval dash interior, it's, for me, much nicer than the square dash. I really like that. Don't get me wrong, this car does need a lot of work, but we have done quite a lot of work to it, and I think, I really hope that someone picks this project up and finishes it, because it'd be a shame for all my hard work to go to waste. But yeah, unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. At least one thing lives on from the Porsche, this plant, and as promised, we are going to call it Ferdinand. Call it Porsche. There you go. So we're going to keep him out here. Hopefully he'll survive. He'll probably die off, like someone said. He'll die off in the winter, but hopefully it comes back. Little Ferdinand. Yeah, really sorry about that with the Porsche, guys. But I really hope you can understand that if it was a manual car, I would probably be saving it and getting it completely back on the road. But as long as I've helped in the journey to get these cars from being complete scrap to being back on the road, at least I feel like I've done some kind of good. Having to do a lot of good with this one. But yeah, thank you for watching. Appreciate it.